Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I have another theatre vlog. Today I'm heading to the Manchester Opera House to see Buddy, the Buddy Holly story. It starts at 7:30. I am sat in the circle today, row Q, which is the very back row of the circle. I paid £13 for my ticket, and yeah, I'm excited to go and see it and relax because I had a bit of a stressful week. So I'm looking forward to just going to the theatre and having a relax. I'm going by myself tonight. Lawrence is looking after the kids. Obviously once they're there I'll show you any merch that they've got, if they've got any. I'm not sure if they will. I will show you the view from my seat, and I'll review the show when I get home as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this little theatre vlog. Hi, so it's now 6:30. I'm just at the tram stop waiting for the tram into town because I'm going to go and see the Buddy Holly musical tonight. I know the tram is due in 2 minutes, so I'll get back to you once I am in town.
I see miserable people doing things they hate just to fit in. I know it's easier to get along peacefully, but have you ever thought about you? Don't know why I keep on doing what I'm told to do, when the rules are made up by someone we never knew. Baby, wipe your tears and hear me out. We don't need someone to feel alright. Let's do the streets on Monday. Let's call your exes and tell them they can join us too.
So it's now 7:10. Just got off the tram at St. Peter's Square. Just going to walk up to the Opera House now. It'll take about 10 minutes, so I should get there for 7.
When you can get rich for trying to see the outside. I know it's hard sometimes to believe it, that you deserve more than me, he said. Oh, quit the job you hate and love the ones you love, 'cause have you ever really thought about you? Don't know why I keep on doing what I'm told to do, when the rules are made up by someone we never knew. Baby, wipe your tears and hear me out. We don't need someone to feel alright. Let's do the streets on Monday. Let's call your exes and tell them they can join us too. Why always put it on Monday, when you can get rich for trying to see the outside?
Okay, so I've just arrived at the Opera House now. It's about 7 o'clock. It's a little bit of a queue to get in. There's like a choir singing some songs at the other side there. And the Opera House like marquee is just the Opera House at the minute. It looks quite nice. So I'm just gonna try and get across and get in the queue. So I'm just in the theatre now. Just picked up a souvenir brush. Didn't have any house programmes for this. Just that, like £7. It's about 7 o'clock now. I'm just going to hang around. I think the auditorium's open, so I might go and find my seat. I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay, so I'm just in the auditorium now, so I am on row Q. So this back row here. Seat 38. Hi, so it's now 7:20 and now in my seat. I'm in the circle, I'm on row Q, seat 37, and the view's pretty good from here. I only paid £13 for this seat, so yeah, the view's pretty good. There is a bit of a obstruction from the overhang from the gallery, but it's not too bad, so I'll just show you my view. Okay, so this is the view from my seat. There's plenty of leg room up here as well, it's not too bad. And yes, it should start in about 10 minutes. So it is now the interval and I've enjoyed it. I'm just a bit tired today because I've been up late every night preparing for Leo's birthday party, but it's really good. And I'll get back to you now at the end of it.
A larger than life character, our everyman, Mr. Hipockets Duncan! The Beam, the Buddy Holly Orchestra! Ask you a question. Do you all want to go home? Right answer. Lily, do you want one more song? I can't hear you. I said, do you want one more song? Jerry, hit it. Oh my love, oh my kissing. You don't know what you feel. I'm missing a bar when you're available.
The show is now finished. I'm just waiting for the tram. I think it's about 6 minutes. Yeah, it was good. There wasn't much of a story to it, but yeah, it was good. I'll tell you more about it when I get home. Hi, so it's actually been a couple of days since I saw the show, but I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about it. So obviously I went to see Buddy, the Buddy Holly story at the Opera House in Manchester. I was sat in the circle. I was on row Q, which is a very back row of the circle, and I was sat in seat 38, and the view from that seat was really good. I thought it was a really good view. There was enough leg room, and I only paid, I think it was £13 for that seat, so the price I paid, it was a pretty good seat. So there was a little bit of merch for this show. I think it was mostly like Buddy's albums and things like that. They also had a souvenir brochure. They didn't have a program, they didn't have house programs. They just had the souvenir brochure, which I did pick up. I think this was £7. Do an insert with the cast on. I like to know who the cast is in the show, so I did pick that up. So if you don't know anything about Buddy the Buddy Holly story, it is a jukebox musical which features some of Buddy Holly's songs. I think it was one of the first jukebox musicals, maybe even the first jukebox musical to be made. It's definitely one of the first anyway. And the show first opened at the Victoria Palace Theatre in London in 1989. So it's been running now for over 30 years. So it is a long running show, and it still brings in audiences. So it's a really popular show. The show is directed by Matt Salisbury and written and produced by Alan James. The show tells the story of Buddy's rise to fame, and this actually happened quite quickly for Buddy, and so the show actually only depicts 18 months in Buddy's life. Buddy actually sadly passed away at just 22 years of age in a plane crash, which actually also took the life of two of his friends, the Big Bopper and Richie Valens. So the show starts with Buddy and his band, the Cricket, trying to get their rock and roll music played on the radio in their hometown of Texas. Texas at that time was mostly dominated by country music, and so the producers wanted Buddy and his band to do country music. Buddy was determined to play rock and roll though, so he decided to take his band, the Cricket, to New Mexico to work with Norman Petty, who was a more open-minded producer and more open to rock music. So after working with Norman, Buddy ends up getting a #1 record. This helped him land a gig at the Apollo Theatre in Harlem, New York, which made them the first white act to perform at the venue. So the second act of the show mostly focuses on Buddy's very last concert, which he performed on the night of his death, and that concert was played at the Surf Ballroom in Clear Lake, Iowa. So I did enjoy the Buddy Holly story, but for me there wasn't enough of a story to it. It seemed to focus much more on the music, which was all performed exceptionally. All the music was really good. The band performed on stage, and some of the band had parts as well, but the band were exceptional. They were very, very good. The cast and the band were all amazing, and everyone in the audience were all on their feet dancing at the final, so everyone seemed to really enjoy it. The audience all seemed to enjoy the show. So yeah, I'd say the Buddy Holly story is a fun night out. If you love Buddy Holly's music, then this is definitely a show for you. I rated the show 3 stars, just because for me, for a musical, I like to have a good story behind it, and they just didn't go as much into his life. And for me, I would like to know a bit more about Buddy, whereas this just seemed to focus on the music a lot more. So that's why I've given it 3 stars. I would have liked to know a little bit more about his life and stuff like that. However, my parents did go the day after me, and they absolutely loved it, and they said they would have given it 5 stars. So it just depends what you're looking for in a musical. If you're going for the music, then for you this is probably going to be 5 stars, because the music is played exceptionally well. The band is amazing. So like I said, it depends what you're looking for from the musical, whereas for me, I prefer to have a good story as well as good music, but some people are happy just with the good music, so it just depends what you're looking for in the musical. So I will now just give you a quick look through the programme and show you the cast that were in the show. Okay, so like I said before, they didn't have any house programmes, they only had the souvenir brochures. This is the 30th anniversary souvenir brochure. This is what the front cover looks like. And then this is the inside. So this is the first page. It says 1956 to 1959, the golden years of rock and roll. Just some information on it there. Then you have this article, Charles Hardin Holly. So you got a little article there. We have this little article, Alan James, writer and producer, welcome to Buddy. Some behind the scenes photos. The Buddy collection. So these are all the different people that have played Buddy so far. So I think these are all, the ones at the top are all ones that have played it in London and the UK tours. And then you've got Canada and the US, I think. So yeah, just all the different Buddies that have, all the different people that have played Buddy so far. Some production photos. Rocking all over the world. It says production of Buddy have been staged all over the world, filling audiences and filling theatres. Here we hear from some of those involved. Apollo Theatre, Harlem, New York. So that's a bit about that theatre. Got some more production shots. True Love Ways. Rick Vaughan's interview with Mary Elena Holly. So that's an interview with Buddy Holly's wife. Multi-award winning show. These are all the awards that it's won. And then, did you know, some facts about Buddy Holly on there. And that is the souvenir brochure, and then they just slip in a little sheet of the cast. So I'll just show you this. So playing Buddy, you have AJ Jenks at certain performances. I actually don't know who we actually saw. There was no announcement or any anything up saying which Buddy that we saw. So I'm not 100% sure who it was. But there are two Buddies. There's AJ Jenkins and there is Christopher Weeks. So like I said, I'm not sure who I saw, but whoever it was, he was amazing. Then Miguel Angel played Tyrone Jones / Richie Valens. Joe Butcher played Joe B. Mauldin. Christopher Chandler played the Big Bopper. Stephanie Cremona played V.I. Petty. Samuel Drugy, I'm not sure how you say that second name, played Marlene Madison. Josh Haberfield played Jerry Allison. Jacob Leeson was the swing and musician. Ewan Ling played Jack Dorr and music captain. Thomas Mitchells was Hipockets Duncan. Laura Dean Perryman played Chantel Williams. Danielle Agredo Piper played Maria Elena Holly. And I think that's all of them. So here is the cast list here. These are the understudies. And got your production team and your creative team. That is your cast. So yeah, like I said, all the casts were absolutely amazing in this. The band was excellent. So it was a really good show. I did enjoy it. Just not one of my favourite shows. Like I said, there's just not enough story to it for me. But like I said, my parents absolutely loved it. So it just depends what you're looking for in a musical. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little theatre vlog. If you do enjoy theatre vlogs, I do a lot of theatre vlogs on my channel. I have got a few shows coming up. I have Unexpected Twist at the Lowry next week. I also have The King and I coming up, and there's a few others I'm planning to book very soon. So if you're interested in seeing any of those vlogs, then please do subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified as soon as those go up. So like I said, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.